Let's go. Yep. Let's go. Yep. Let's go.
Back when I was taking the 80s for a ride on overhead press. Yup. So it's been a solid 2 months since I first injured my left shoulder, what I believe is rotator cuff tendonitis from when I went to KVAS, and that's what the doctor told me. And so today is an exciting day because it's the first time that I'm hitting shoulders in about the last 2 months. And really the pain hasn't gotten better until about the last week. And so obviously having a shoulder injury is extremely frustrating because if I can't catch a pump, they might as well send me home.
Calm the fuck down. I gotta get a pump.
Because that is what I enjoy doing after work. What I want to do today is show you guys my shoulder mobility routine and the exercises that have helped me feel a lot better as of late, and hopefully they might work for you guys because they've worked for me. And while it seemed like nothing else was working at the time, these are the things that I've been doing that have worked. So before I start talking about the mobility routine, I think it's important to mention that the muscle that needs to be activated for me to strengthen in order to improve my shoulder mobility is called the infraspinatus. Infraspinatus. I wrote it on my hand so I could be technical with you guys and explain what it is that I've been working on. And so I think working that muscle is something that's critical to the improvement of my shoulder condition. I'll show you guys later an exercise that we're gonna do for that muscle. So, like I said, do a little bit of light cardio and then start with some band work. So the first thing is obviously overhand grip with, I think it's probably like maybe a 10-pound resistance band. It's pretty light. So like you just do about 20 of these, just in the front. And obviously we're trying to work the front part of the shoulder, the rear delt, and try not to activate the traps too much because this is obviously a shoulder mobility routine. Lost count because I was talking. I think I'm probably at 7, 8, 9. Okay, now we're gonna switch the grip and go underhand. So like this, infraspinatus, and do 20 of these underhand. Picked kind of a bad spot because the wall and the sticks are right there. Let me move this a little bit. Okay, I think I was at 7. So for these, you don't want to go like behind your shoulders, so just kind of go till it's about parallel with your chest. Lost count again because I was talking. Getting kind of a pump doing this warm up. Let's see. Okay, so go back to overhand grip, and then we're going to do behind the back like this. 20 of these, kind of straight up and down. So you can see, probably not perfectly straight, but as straight as you can. You can look in a mirror. It's usually a lot easier if you do that, but I'm not currently looking in a mirror. I think I'm at 4. 20 of these. Show you guys from the back. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't have my front camera on, the back camera, so I can't tell what this looks like. 20. That's 20. Also, if you guys like the shirt, a little Rich Piana action.
Oh, busted. Little cookie on the way to the gym.
I'll put a link to it in the description box below. So we've done the basic band work without attaching to anything, so find something to attach this to. So it can be basically like a squat rack or anything like this. And you just want to hook it up, loop it through, tighten the band. And these are the basic ones that any PT is probably going to recommend. This band is about to snap, just realized. So these sort of help, but aren't the ones that were the most effective, which I'll go show you guys in a second. But we're going to do 10 of these each way. So I'm going to do the exterior piece here for 10 and try to go kind of straight to 90. This band is literally about to snap. It's not good. Anyway, and this is the shoulder that hurts, so it clicks when I do this, but to prevent it from clicking, what I do is imagine you're setting up on the bench. You're not gonna have your shoulders rolled forward. So roll the shoulders back like this, and then conduct this exercise. It doesn't hurt as much and doesn't click as much, which I assume is probably a good thing. 10. Also, it's a Friday night and the gym is packed for some reason. I was trying to do this on a Friday night because I thought nobody was going to be here, but that's fine. So we've done the outer ones. Also, I'm not a doctor or PT. I don't know what the terminology is here, but these are just the exercises. So you can follow along if you'd like, or if you think this would be effective. 10 of these. So obviously, instead of outer, you're going to the inner part. It sounded very unintelligent. Okay, switch. 10 of these. And again, roll the shoulders back. And then do these. Okay. Then you guys see that? This thing is literally about to separate. It's not great. Okay, try to show it from this angle. So we're gonna hold it kind of like this. And what we're gonna do is pull this back. So we're activating the rear delt here. And do 10 of these on each side. Okay. And again, for this one, you also just wanna find a spot where you're activating your shoulder and this rear part of the rear delt and not your traps as much as possible. Because if you're just flexing your trap and doing this, it's not helping you out with your shoulder mobility. Okay, it's 10, so we're done with this band. Hopefully for the next person it doesn't snap. Ordered a resistance band and the mail is just not here yet. So I'm gonna take you guys over here because we're gonna do something different. Okay, so I think this is most easily explained if I do it in front of a mirror. Okay, so this one is where we're gonna work our infraspinatus. Infraspinatus, okay? So the idea here is that there's this muscle behind your shoulder, behind the rear delt. And it's this small kind of auxiliary muscle group that you wouldn't work doing rows or like this is basically a T-bar row sort of exercise, right? But instead of having two weights, because if you had two, you'd be working your traps to make the connection or however you do the lift. The idea here is that you want to start kind of here. It's called, there's another video on YouTube that explains this better. It's called a pants pull, or like a T-bar row, but with one weight. And so you just kind of hold it parallel to your legs. You pull straight up like this so that you're working that infraspinatus, okay? And just go up to the point that you're not working your trap. If you pull too far up and you start feeling your traps working, that's not it. And if you're pulling too heavy of a weight, this is literally just 5 pounds, then you're working your front shoulder. So the idea here is that you're pulling about from wherever it's dropped with the one side and pull straight up like this. Do that about 20 times. Obviously, if it starts hurting, then stop or don't. Decrease the range of motion if it hurts a little bit, which it shouldn't, because this is a very easy exercise. You don't want it to hurt. That is not the point of shoulder mobility. Hopefully you guys can see this. Not really. I'm not testing this very well, huh? Okay. So again, my left shoulder is the one that hurts, and so what I'm doing is just pulling this straight back. So you're not totally in like this, you're canted out a little bit. You're just pulling it up, straight up, like you're pulling up your pants, basically. That's the idea. And we're gonna do this for both sides. I lost count, obviously. Been running my mouth. We're gonna say that was 10, so 11. Okay, we're gonna switch and do the other side. I don't really feel like I need to work my right one as much because that's not the one that hurts, or the one's not injured, but we're gonna do it anyway, just to make sure that our arms are even. We don't have a massive infraspinatus on the left side, not on the right. I think writing that word down on my hand is probably the most useful thing I've done today. Not the most useful thing I've done today. I promoted a soldier today, but I think it's very smart of me. Feeling very smart because I did that. Smart. Okay. So, I'd say if you're getting sore from that, or if your lower back is, problematic like mine and gets sore from doing this kind of thing for a while, T-bar rows adjacent, just chill out, take a break for a little while, get it loose, and then maybe 60 seconds later, start back up and do maybe 4 sets of like 10 to 20, whatever feels comfortable with the infraspinatus. Just, maybe I should have done it like this the entire time. I'm not gonna lie, having this shoulder injury for the last 2 months was the most unmotivating, is that a word? It's the most unmotivating thing, because what I look forward to every single day is going to the gym. I don't even know if I'm talking to the camera. Can you guys see me? And only being able to do legs and core was not fun. So, knock on wood, hopefully this continues to improve and get back to 100%, which I think that it will if I continue to take it easy, not overdo it. But the injury initially started because I was deadlifting. I went too heavy and didn't really warm up as I should have. So, big regret. Lost about 2 months of gains in the bulk, but we're gonna get back into it. This is my first time trying this little mic setup. It's almost like a vlog. This is the gym. Well, this is the little cardio room in the gym, and that's the actual workout area out there. But there's a lot of folks out there, so I don't want to be rude and record in front of everybody talking about all this stuff. So I'll also try not to cuss, but I'm gonna go and hit shoulders today, and so I'm gonna go pretty light and just do some overhead press at a pretty decent incline and not go straight up and down. Or do a little Arnold press, some lateral raises, and the machine that I really like, which is a lateral raise machine, and really just keep it pretty light for today, because obviously I'm still technically injured and I want to make sure that I don't make this injury any worse. So I'm gonna go hit some sets and probably record a couple of them. This is an anomaly for me, working out at Friday at 8:40 in the evening. But for whatever reason, there's a ton of folks in the gym right now, and the only spot with a mirror that I can record is in front of the Smith machine. So I'm gonna grab some pretty lightweight and start on some overhead press, just to kind of get loose, and honestly probably just stay at 30s for my working set. I already know this is gonna be disappointing, because prior to this, I think I maxed out at like 70s on overhead press. So a little sad. I'm actually decided to start with some Arnold press instead. So this bench is pretty perpendicular. Using the big vocabulary today. How the fuck am I talking while working out? Yeah. There's no reason for that to be feeling heavy, but I have not hit shoulders in like 2 months. Probably gonna do 4 sets of this and hit some lateral raises as well. Shoulders is probably my favorite thing to hit, honestly, just because of the pump. Can't wait to check the pump after this. Well, yo, let's struggle. I think it's time to take the pump cover off. Oh, now you want to start bulking again. I'm gonna take the mic off, hold on.
So full stack Friday or what?
On the tank. Also, I cut my hair real short, so I'm finally back in regs. Do y'all like my haircut? Doesn't matter, because I'm gonna keep it short while I'm on orders. Okay. I'm gonna keep the hat on though, because it's short. So, flexing mid-workout. All right, let's hit another set. Can't do any more. I just try to do half reps. 45. Oh, fuck. Not much to flex anymore. Gotta make the gains back. Still got the rear delt stuff. I'm telling you, this is why shoulders is my favorite day. How is it going above my elbow?
Do it. You look like a lead with your elbow.
This was technically one of the PT exercises. It's supposed to work the, not the damn infraspinatus, but whatever else is going on in the rear delt and the gotta hit some rear delts.
Fucking 3 o'clock, so that's why I late. And then he doesn't wake up till fucking 2.
All right, so I was going to check the pump to end this video, but I don't have a pump anymore, so there's nothing to check. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like recording my workouts isn't conducive of me having a great workout because it's a little bit distracting, so probably not gonna do this all the time, but hopefully you guys found the shoulder mobility routine at least a little bit useful, and honestly, that's just what helped me, a lot in the last couple weeks to make my shoulder feel a lot better, to be able to get back into actually hitting upper body and using my shoulder again. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.